Crunch, which got us thinking, what are some unique occurrences throughout NBA history?
Let's start with this. Only one player in NBA history has won an NBA championship as a player coach. Who was it?
Was it Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Phil Jackson, or Bill Russell? Bill Russell is the correct answer, and Russell is also a part of another unique NBA milestone, the most consecutive championships won. So how many titles did Bill and the Celtics win in a row?
Was it 5, 6?
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At power forward, Dorian Finney-Smith. At point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the other forward position, Cameron Johnson. At center, Nicholas Claxton. At the other guard position, Mikal Bridges. The head coach of the visiting team is Jack Vaughn. At center, 6'9", number 44, Paul Reed. At the small forward position, at 6'8", number 40, Nicholas Batum. At the shooting guard position, at 6'7", number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr. At forward, 6'8", number 12, Tobias Harris. At guard, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey. The head coach of your home team, fans, your Philadelphia 76ers.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And for the 76ers, Reed out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And there's Batum, and it's Oubre in at the 2. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
Now, here's Bridges.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Bridges.
Come on, bring it.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Maxey against Dinwiddie. Maxey passes to Harris. Shot clock at 5. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist from Harris.
Maxey embraces and welcomes that kind of defense. He's confident in hitting that shot even while under some pressure.
Claxton no good. Here's Philadelphia. Back to Maxey. Passes it to Reed. Dinwiddie against Maxey. The three, Harris. Here's Reed, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Offensive rebound. Dinwiddie. No good with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Maxey, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit, too.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
First one falls for him.
And hard not to love a young guy like Tyrese Maxey, who has such a great attitude.
Boy, I love the way he plays, Greg. He's effervescent in his approach. Plays with great speed and pace and fearlessness. He's got a readiness to him and a workmanlike approach that bodes well for him the rest of his career. I think he's a potential all-star, and he delivers in just about any situation he's put in.
No good from Finney-Smith.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Oubre can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin? I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success.
NBA
but they
season
found a way to keep
1-1-2-0-2-4
winning.
Game 4-8. Games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
He misses the free throw. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And, Greg, while the Sixers have been effective time and again, they've been unable to get past the conference semifinals.
Where they bowed out in 5 of the last 6 years, but you go back, they haven't made it any further.
The NBA season 1-1-2-0-2-4 Game 4-8 matchup is now streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2024.
Bridges dishes to Johnson. Here's Dinwiddie. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Maxey finds Oubre. The shot, no good. Bridges with some nice defense.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Harris. Here's Reed. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Reed's got his second bucket.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here now is Dinwiddie.
Game 4-8 Brooklyn Nets 1-9-2-8 Philadelphia 76ers 3-0-1-7.
Stolen. And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him.
Scoped out the turnover, ran out ahead of the play, and Maxey finished things off nicely.
Bridges outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Bridges right side. On the wing, Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Harris. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Nets trail by 7. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
And that one falls for Bridges. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Still scoreless.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
They get it back. Harris. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's Maxey. Bridges with some nice defense.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Will go for a different look here. Bamba is checked in for Reed. Marcus Morris comes in for Harris. Daniel House is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Maxey. The Nets also changing it up. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dinwiddie. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to Phoenix.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for it. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Now Beverly following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Beverly, finished off the break. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the 76ers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
The pass to Oubre. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll take a look at the 76ers. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And checking out Brooklyn. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And for Philadelphia, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Oubre Jr.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Oubre. Clark, the Sixers proposing to build a new arena by 2031 in the Fashion District area of City Center in Philadelphia.
And you know, Kevin, currently all this city's major sports teams play in the sports complex here in South Philly. The Sixers are hoping for their own building in the center of things.
And both free throws good for Oubre. For the 76ers, their last game, a win against Utah.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Pass to Beverly. There's the three. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He's off on the first.
You know, Ben Simmons, so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
The 76ers making a switch here. Martin's checked in. That one misses. The 76ers leading by 3. Now Beverly. 8 points his last outing. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. The 76ers with another miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Simmons against Beverly. Claxton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Martin kicks to Oubre. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Oubre on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Oubre's got 6.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Walker with it. Now defended by Oubre. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Royce O'Neal.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Oubre. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. Has hasn't made one yet. Thomas passes to Claxton. In his foot. And it's whistled a kick.
Kickball.
Here's Simmons. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Passes it to Claxton. Outside for Simmons. Clock is at 3. Over Beverly.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after that.
Here's Walker. Following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Matchups will be coming up next on Bert's International Sports Showdown 2024.
Throws it up high. It's Thomas on the wing. Count that bucket. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after this.
23.
This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Batum's out there with Morris. Then it's Reed. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. Rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Evan?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith.
That's his first
foul.
First team foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Morris kicks to Maxey. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Reed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Reed's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Dinwiddie passes to Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Maxey.
Game 4-8 Sacramento Kings 2-8-1-9 Chicago Bulls 2-3-2-6.
For Philadelphia.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum, really an asset in blocking shots.
There's the drive. Kicks it out to Maxey. Simmons pulls it in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Bridges against Beverly. Down low. Batum inside. It's good. Batum's got the lead back up to 10 now for the 76ers.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
The 11-footer. Here's Bridges, and he uses the glass on the way. Bridges has got 11 points.
7'1" wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Morris finds Maxey. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Bridges outside. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the 76ers. Maxey looking it over. To the inside. A shot by Batum, no good. Nets trail by 10. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Simmons. Over Maxey. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Simmons got his first bucket of the night. Maxey kicks to Beverly. Batum inside. Johnson on him. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Bridges. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Good work defensively by Morris. The 76ers leading by 6. Everly with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. A 3 from Morris. Simmons pulls it in. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You know, Simmons is a platinum level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Maxey passes to Reed. Back to Maxey. On the wing, Morris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. Mikal Bridges is second.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Here's Maxey following the bucket by the Nets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
The first one falls, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Bamba is checked in for Paul Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Marcus Morris. Martin, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Oubre subbed in for Patrick Beverly. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Simmons. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Johnson. And Thomas subbed in for Bridges.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Shoots it. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Bamba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Harris against O'Neal. Here's Bamba. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets trail by 4. Thomas inside. Guarded by Harris. Got a hand on it. Maxey passes to Harris. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Bamba. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. O'Neal finds Claxton. And the pass to Dinwiddie. From the arc. And that one goes. First for him tonight, 1 for 8.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Bamba passes to Maxey. Back to Bamba. Good on the bucket. Bamba's got his 2nd basket.
That's how you run the pick and roll. Maxey capping it off with the perfect pass.
Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Picked away. Maxey against Dinwiddie. Pass to Oubre. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When Lonnie Walker first entered the NBA, Clark, his athleticism really stood out. He's very quick twitch.
Yeah, he is, but recently his athleticism has taken a back seat, which I think is a good thing because Walker has focused more on becoming a better shooter, refining that part of his game, as well as trying to be more consistent in his overall offensive game. So that, to me, speaks volumes to this young man's development.
That free throw good from Walker. And so Walker nails both of them. The 76ers leading by 3. Harris outside.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Oubre outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Maxey, no good on the 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And it's good, 2 points. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise, just 1 of 7 from the field.
Passes it to Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Lonnie Walker the 4th. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the 2nd quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Daniel House is checked in for Philadelphia. And so he makes both from the line. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Oubre. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Now here's Oubre, who's coming off a 16-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively. And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Shoots from the line. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
NBA
You know he
Super
wants
K.
that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully, start making some of them.
You can't
got
score
this
until you
game.
shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They led by 2 after the first. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. Check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher team. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half. They may wear the other side out.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges.
His second.
Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. In terms of the ideal stretch four, Tobias Harris fits the mold.
Yeah, he does so much so well on the court. He's an excellent three-point shooter, helps space the floor. But as a defensive end, he's versatile, he's tough, battles on the glass as well. And I just love his overall game.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
And Harris drops them both. There's Dinwiddie. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Here's Harris. Got a piece of it. Johnson up top, covered by Oubre. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Johnson.
You know, even if they anticipated the step back coming, the defense didn't offer a ton of resistance.
Bamba kicks to Harris. And it's blocked. On the wing, Bridges, covered by Oubre. Here's Dinwiddie. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Bamba passes to Harris. Oubre outside. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. The 76ers making a switch here. Beverly's checked in.
Patrick Beverly.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Shot clock at 5. Dinwiddie for 3. Kept alive. Claxton. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Dinwiddie outside. Batum against Johnson. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Timeout called, the 76ers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Beverly against Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Tries again. And it's Beverly missing. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player that can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harris dishes to Beverly. To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, love seeing Beverly shoot off the pick there. I mean, all he needs is a sliver of daylight.
Here's Johnson. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Batum. To the paint, here's Harris. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Claxton. Reed covering. Here's Johnson. Here's Claxton, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar build. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
here to see the numbers for Beverly. He's putting up 6 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Harris passes to Oubre. Back to Harris. They swipe it. Here's Simmons. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Beverly. It's deflected. Simmons with it. Bridges outside. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Oubre. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside for Simmons. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Oubre. Beverly with the ball. 5 on the clock. Over Simmons. And it's Beverly missing.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a... And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Martin, he's checked in for Harris. And the Nets making a change here as well. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Thomas against Beverly. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup. Beverly's got 6.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly there.
Now here's Simmons. He has 6. Johnson can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 6. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Morris. And here is Thomas. He kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Pocket 6. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oubre on the wing. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Emmanuel House comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And then for Brooklyn, O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Walker subbed in for Johnson. Now here is Martin. Still without a basket. For the lead. And Simmons with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so here is Philadelphia. Following the bucket by the Nets. Morris. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Thomas's shot is off. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Over Thomas. Maxey, no good. Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside, Walker. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Walker's got 9.
Mikal Bridges.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Martin finds Maxey. Here's Morris. Simmons with the defensive effort. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Walker the pass to Simmons. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Simmons got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Well, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
Thomas passes to Walker. 41 seconds left in the third. And no good. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Bamba is checked in for the 76ers. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Maxey against Bridges. Here's Martin. The rebound by the Nets. Bridges has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Thomas. Here's Claxton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his third personal foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Claxton. And Claxton drops them both. Outside, Maxey. Shoots over Dinwiddie. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Maxey. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets. They're up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Tyrese Maxey out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Reed. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. That's tipped, and they recover it. 6 to shoot. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And the 76ers making a change here. Batum's checked in. It's Reed high post. Maxey passes to Reed. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Dinwiddie passes to Walker. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's O'Neal. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Johnson. Goes up again. And Dinwiddie lays it in.
Dinwiddie.
And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, I like the fact they're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive glass in the second half. Getting a ton of second chance points as a result.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, that's big time concentration from Batum. Able to battle his way through contact and still get the finish.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Oubre, and it's blocked. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
First team foul. At the line for the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Bridges checks in. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. The 76ers trail by 5. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then able to knock it down.
Maxey, no good. Nets leading by 4. Feeds it to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
The assist.
And that's now 21 points from Mikal Bridges. Maxey against Dinwiddie. Inside. Back to Maxey. Oubre for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Dinwiddie wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And Philadelphia calls time here. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
All right, you know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Smith's checked in for Royce O'Neal. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
When Maxey is clicking on all cylinders, he is a tough guy to slow down.
From 13, another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Finney-Smith.
The definition of a stretch 4. Finney-Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
Finney-Smith gets them both. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 9 points. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his third.
You know, you can't get overly physical with Harris, because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
Tobias Harris.
first free throw is good. And Harris drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
There's the pass to Harris. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Oubre kicks to Maxey. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey.
Nets leading by 4. Now Dinwiddie. Here's Johnson. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Batum. Here's Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Checking in at about 200 pounds. Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey.
And he knocks down the first one. Maxey hits them both. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against San Antonio, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Here's Reed. After the basket by Brooklyn. Maxey passes to Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Maxey, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Into the lane. Batum grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Bridges against Oubre. Rebound, Brooklyn. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Bridges. Johnson against Batum. Dinwiddie for 3. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
The 76ers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Reed. Looking to get back on track here. Bridges with some nice defense.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The 76ers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Maxey against Dinwiddie. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Maxey.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
And finished off by Finney Smith.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. And it's blocked.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Batum passes to Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Nets leading by 3. Bridges outside. Here's Dinwiddie. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. Passes to Batum. Back to Maxey. Kicks it to Oubre. To tie it up. Offensive rebound.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Brooklyn's gone 2 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Dinwiddie against Maxey. Offensive rebound. Claxton no good. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
He had an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
So great seeing Maxey come through in the big spots, continuing to evolve right before our eyes.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Harris.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Bridges kicks to Dinwiddie. Trying to get something going. Claxton, and it's denied. In the corner, it's Oubre. And a miss there on the triple.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody wanted to ease up off the threes.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Personal foul. 15 fouls. At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
A very solid free throw shooter. Maxey can certainly get it done here.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent. And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fifteen seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Johnson can't get it to go. So the 76ers win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time